It was a quiet and peaceful night before Christmas. Snowflakes fell from the sky and covered the land in a white blanket. A winter idyll spread out in a small village in the middle of the mountains. Families gathered around Christmas trees, the smell of baked goodies wafted through the air, and everything was peaceful. One family, the Petr family, decided to spend the holidays in a small mountain hut. Father Peter, Mother Eva, and their 2 children, little Sophia and her older brother Martin, were looking forward to spending time together and a joyful Christmas. The cottage was surrounded by a forest, and there was silence everywhere, which was occasionally interrupted only by the sound of crackling wood in the fireplace. The first night passed uneventfully. The family sat by the fireplace, telling stories and enjoying each other's company. But when the second night came, something began to change. The television they had with them started making strange noises and occasionally turned itself off. The family thought that these were just technical problems and did not pay much attention to it. Sophia, the little daughter, started talking about an invisible friend named Whisper. She claimed that the Whisperer was a very old man with strange eyes and that he often visited her at night. The parents thought that these were just children's fantasies and continued their preparations for Christmas. The third night in the cottage brought with it even stranger events. The family heard dark whispers that seemed to come from the woods. The Christmas tree began to wilt of its own accord, despite the fact that it was not ventilated. Sophia claimed that the Whisperer was in the room talking to her. Concerns began to spread through the family. Mother Eva began to have strange dreams about a mysterious figure watching her from the darkness. Father Peter began to doubt his sanity as he thought he heard screams in the night. Martin, the older son, tried to keep calm and assured the family that everything was fine. On the fourth night, the situation changed dramatically. The Christmas tree lit up by itself to a bright white light. The family watched in horror as a shadowy creature emerged from the darkness with eager eyes. It was a figure wearing a long black cloak, its face hidden in the shadows, and it held an old book in its hands. "You are here to fulfill your promises," the figure whispered, its voice echoing from all directions. The family was startled and looked at the creature with uncertainty. "What do you mean?" Peter asked with fear in his voice. "Your family has a long history of promises, and now it's time to fulfill them," replied the figure with an ominous laugh. The family was confused and did not understand what was going on. The figure continued to whisper and began to talk about the ancient customs and secrets that had been passed down from generation to generation in their family. "Your daughter, Sophia, is to be the key to our dark desires," the figure said, pointing to the little girl clinging to her mother. The family decided to fight against the dark forces that attacked them. They looked for hope of salvation in old books and witchcraft rituals. But every night they were haunted by the dark whisper and his unknown allies. Christmas turned into a nightmare for the Petr family. The Christmas tree turned into a dark portal, and unknown sounds came from the forest. Every peaceful moment was interrupted by Whisper's voice and unexpected encounters with creatures that seemed to be from another world. On the last night before Christmas, the family decided to confront the Whisperer head-on. They invoked an ancient ritual that they hoped would free them from the dark forces. But when the portal opened instead of liberation, a mysterious figure with a brand new face came to light. "Welcome, Petrovchi. My dark connection with your family has become stronger than ever. You will now serve the dark forces until the end of time," the figure said with a laugh, and their world was shrouded in darkness. And so Christmas, which was supposed to be full of joy and happiness, became a nightmare full of dark secrets for the Petr family. Their fate was forever tied to the dark whisper and its connection to their family history.